Are you ready to get into Optavia versus Mounjaro Part 2? Well, stick around. You are you and I am Vincent 2.0. Well, I want to welcome you back to Vincent Buddha 2.0. I am Vincent Buddha, and I'm looking to get to the best place I can be with health all around. I'm talking about body, not just body, but body, my soul, with my emotions, with my mind, okay? And also with my spirit. Man, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I'm actually a pastor. And I just want to be healthy all around. So I've been on Mounjaro, an injectable, okay, for the last 5.5 weeks. And my 5-week update, I have lost 34 pounds on Mounjaro. And I'm telling you, it is one of the best experiences I have ever had. It has taken away cravings. It has taken away hunger. It has given me hope that I could stick to this. And it's just amazing. Now, if you're thinking, man, this guy is one lazy person and can't even do some self-discipline and lose weight. Well, let me tell you, along in my life, I have lost 80 pounds 3 times. I have lost 80 pounds 3 times. Yes, and then I gained it all back and even more at times, okay? I did it on Weight Watchers 2 times in my 20s, and then I did it on a program called Optavia. Who's ever heard of Optavia? If you've heard of Optavia, please put a comment down below, because Optavia is an amazing program. It's an amazing that it gets you healthy, and amazing that you can make some money off of it as well, being a health coach. That's exactly what I did when I took it back in 2020. And, let me let you know, I am still a health coach. Still a health coach. Yes, I am. And I don't push Optavia on people. I don't push it through my social media and things like that. However, I still have clients. I have about somewhere around 5 to 7 clients that still order from Optavia, one being my mom. Shout out to my moms out there, okay? Put a comment below to my mom, all right? And Optavia helps a lot of people. Optavia is still helping a lot of people. And I still say Optavia is a great program. However, for me, at this point in my life, I'll tell you, it's been hard to lose weight. And there was a switch that was just turned on in my body or turned off in my body, because I was always able to lose weight. I was always able to gain weight very easily. But there was a switch that was turned off for the losing weight, and maybe another switch that was turned on for the gaining weight. And so instead of losing weight, I just stayed the same, or I just gained weight. And I don't know what happened to me. It happened around the age of 35 or 36. I'm 37 today. My birthday passed in February, and I just couldn't lose weight, especially going back to September 2022, the last September. And I was working out. I was following a workout regimen. I was following a calorie regimen and a diet. And I was doing cardio as well. And I was just kicking my butt in all 3 of those areas. However, I could not lose weight. So if you think I'm a lazy guy just sitting on the couch, just trying to take an injectable and just losing weight like that, I'm going to tell you right now, I've tried a lot of things. And I know people say, I've tried everything. But I'm telling you, I've tried a lot of things. And a lot of things worked. But at a certain age, and when you get to a certain weight, I was 400 pounds, actually over 400 pounds, 403 pounds when I started Optavia. I even got up to 405 pounds recently, okay? When you get up to that type of weight, and then your body kind of turns its back on you and says, no more. We're not going to lose this weight and gain it back again. There's something wrong. Then you try to find something that works. And that's when I found Mounjaro. Hey, I would love you to hit that like button. Please, if this seems like something you want to follow, please hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment below. I would love for you to do that. Hey, Vincent 2.0 here. Let's get back to it. Hey, we're back. Hope you hit that like button. But listen, I was 375 in September 2022 and I couldn't lose any more weight. So I think it was November, December, I reached out to my doctor, and my doctor sent me to a urologist. The urologist put me on testosterone cypionate, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I thought that was going to help me. I thought that was going to be the silver bullet. It turns out it wasn't. I was on that for months. And then I had an endocrinologist appointment, but that was 3 months from that point. But I just saw the endocrinologist, and that was in February around my birthday, and found out that I am pre-diabetic. Found out that my blood sugar levels were on average around 180. And that is pretty high, but not too high, not emergency high. But I don't watch TV. I watch Netflix and I watch YouTube, and I don't have any ads that I watch or commercials, so I don't know all the medications that are out there. They're putting medications on commercials and promoting them like they're promoting kids' toys and candy and McDonald's and Burger King and all that stuff. So I don't watch this stuff, and my endocrinologist brought up the word Mounjaro. And once my endocrinologist said that, I said, hey, I'll check it out, I guess. We'll do it. I got some blood work for baseline, and we went ahead and we did it. And I've been on it for now 5.5 weeks. And I am down 34 pounds, and I'm feeling amazing. I have energy. I have hope that I will lose this weight. I don't know if I'm going to be on it for the rest of my life. However, I am feeling amazing. So let's talk about Optavia. Let's talk a little bit more about Mounjaro. But let's talk about Optavia. How did I start Optavia? Well, it was actually back in 2019 where someone that was affiliated with my college, at my Bible college, University of Valley Forge. If you know about University of Valley Forge, say something in the chat right now, say something in the comments. But I went to University of Valley Forge out in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I went there, and after graduating, I came back and I did a trip with my youth group. And I met a guy by the name, I'm not even going to put his name out here, but he's a great guy and a great Christian guy as well. And I met him, and he was heavy as I was, and we got along, and we kind of kept connections to each other. And then in 2019, I saw that he lost a lot of weight, and he was losing some weight, and he was looking good. He was actually starting to run marathons and things like that. And I said, hey, what are you doing, man? And I saw it on Facebook, and he reached out to me and said, hey, I'm actually on a program and I'm a health coach. I would love to share what I'm doing. I said, absolutely, let's set it up. So I talked to him and another guy that was his mentor coach. And so they told me all about it. And then I was all for it. They did a great job selling this to me, because health coaches are really salespeople as well. Okay, they don't tell you this. They don't say you're a salesperson, but they say you're a health coach and you're spreading health, which is true as well. And so when they got down to it, they got at the end, $414 it was going to cost up front, and $414 a month. I don't know how much it is now because of inflation. It's probably up $450, maybe $500 a month. I don't know. But when you break it down, if you're not buying all this stuff from the supermarket, you can afford it. But that amount of money to just put up front like that was a lot for me. And I said, I don't know if this is for me right now, but I would love to do it at some point. Get back to me months from now. And then it turned out to be 2020, and we were in the pandemic. I was home. I was depressed. I was anxious. I didn't have anything else to do but take care of my family and do Zoom church on Sundays. And I was at a point where, I was in despair. I was 403 pounds at the time, and I felt it. It was disgusting. It was horrible. And I'm not saying you're disgusting if you're overweight, but I felt disgusting. And so I went ahead and I actually reached out to them. But before that, I got some money. Thank God, my church board decided to give me a raise in July, I think it was. And they retroactively gave me what I should have been making from January to July, and it turned out to be about $500, and it was $414 to get the Optavia first month, and I went for it. I had that extra money. If it wasn't for that extra money, if it wasn't for God, oh Jesus, if it wasn't for the board and God to provide that money, I wouldn't have started Optavia. I started Optavia. My first day was horrible. I remember I was in here editing videos for my church to put out on Sunday, and I felt horrible. I was just going through withdrawal, and I was told 1 to 3 days was going to be withdrawal. So I was going through withdrawal, and I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but they told me this was going to happen. So I stuck it out, and I did it. The second day, I felt like a different person. I am not kidding you. I felt like a different person. I felt like Superman, and I just wanted to be outside. I wanted to stay away from horrible foods. I wanted to just eat my 5-in-1 and the 5 fuelings and the 1 lean and green, and that's all I wanted to do. And I wanted to drink my water, and I wanted to sleep. And it turns out I lost somewhere around 4 or 5 pounds in my first 4 days, and I felt amazing. I think my blood sugars were leveled at that time. This program is good. It really is. And after the first week, I lost about 12 to 13 pounds, and I was feeling great. After that, it turned out to be 2 to 3 pounds each week. And guess what? In 3 months, I lost 80 pounds on Optavia. 80 pounds. And I was feeling amazing. And guess what? Within that first week, after that first week of losing 12 to 13 pounds, I remember I was asked to be a health coach, and I was like, absolutely. And it also will help me pay for my stuff. So in the first month, I reached senior coach. Maybe you're from Optavia, you're familiar with Optavia. I reached senior coach in the first month, and I received a $100 bonus, and I was able to buy my second month's box. No charge to me. It was all given to me by the work I did with Optavia, and that was awesome. And guess what? I went from senior coach, and I went all the way up. Within probably 6 months, 7 months, I went and I became an executive director. Now that's a rank, okay? A lot of people don't reach that. Maybe 50% or 40% of people that are health coaches reach that. I'm talking about, I had about 10 to 15 clients that I was helping at the time, okay? And then I reached regional director, and then within probably a year to a year and a half, I reached FIBC, which is Fully Integrated Business Coach. And guess what I was told? Only about 16% of health coaches make it to this level. I felt important. I felt amazing. They called me a unicorn, which means that this usually doesn't happen within a year to a year and a half, but I did it. And I felt amazing. FIBC, there was a whole red carpet event, and I was announced, and it was just awesome. I felt good, and I was making about $2,000 to $3,000 a month. In 1 year, I made $26,000 just from Optavia. Now, this was not taxed, and I'm actually still paying those 2021 taxes off. Okay, $400 a month is going to taxes because I didn't hold on to the money. So you got to make sure, listen, all that money, you don't get 100% of it. You got to give like 30-40% to the government. And I knew that, and I didn't hold on to it. But hey, I'm paying for it now. Okay. So after I reached FIBC, during that time when I hit ED and FIBC, I actually was really shaky on the program. And there's something that happens when you are a coach and you're helping so many people, and you're trying to keep your health in shape. And what was happening was I was gaining weight. I got from 403 to the 320s, and that was my high school and college weight, and I was feeling amazing. And then I started to put weight on. I started to go into the 330s, the 340s, the 350s, and I kind of stayed around the 350s for a while. And I felt bad. I felt like I was doing something so bad because I'm preaching health, but I was gaining weight again. And really, you have to make your social medias, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, you have to make it all about Optavia. Maybe you know an Optavia coach, and all they share about is Optavia, and that's what I was doing. I really didn't have a life outside Optavia other than ministry and my family, but I wasn't sharing about that. So it really became a thing that I started not to like anymore. It really became a thing when I met with my mentor health coaches. Like, they would just tell me how much they love me and how much they are my friends. But at the same time, I also felt at that time, when I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do, that I was being cut off from them. And I was like, hold on, there's something really weird here with this dynamic where my friends that tell me they love me and support me, when I'm not bringing in the money, it kind of seems like they're my bosses. And they always tell me, I'm not your boss, you're going to do whatever you want to do and all this stuff. But sometimes they would get a little snippy with me. Most of the time loving and supporting with whatever I wanted to do, but at times they got a little bossy with me. And it's because if I said I didn't want to go for more clients this month, they would be like, okay, and then I wouldn't really talk to them that much, and they wouldn't really reach out to me and everything. So you didn't get time with them if you weren't making them money, because me making myself money was making them more money. So I kind of saw that, and I kind of didn't like that. I still think these people are good people. I still think they're nice people, but really they're running a business here as well. It was definitely a pyramid scheme, and I was part of it. I had clients. I also had coaches. Okay, I became FIBC, which means that I had 5 coaches at least that were under me. So I was also adding people to this as well. But as I started to see this, I didn't want to be part of it anymore, because I felt like if my health wasn't up, I couldn't do it. And I started to gain my weight back slowly but surely, and I did reach 400 pounds again, and I did reach 405. And I stopped. I never actually stopped being a health coach, because I have still about 5 or more clients that are still buying Optavia from me. I'm not supporting them in any way, but they know me and they like the program and they're buying from me. So I'm happy about that. But, it's kind of crazy. Some of the cons of Optavia, even though I still think it's a great program and you should try it if you want to, it was just expensive. $415, over $400 a month. That's $400 I can have in my pocket if I wanted to. And also, it was just very restrictive. I couldn't eat what I wanted or what I felt like I wanted. I couldn't even eat fruit, and I really like fruit. I had to stick to the program, the three things that they would send, and then just one actual meal, and it was just very restrictive, and I felt like I was put in a box, and I did not like that. And also, it was hard to get back on when you fell off. It was very hard to start it back up again, because it was one day that was really horrible for me when I first started. But then as I fall off and get back on, or fall off and get back on, it seems to be like 2, 3 days, even 4 days where you're feeling some horrible symptoms and you're coming off of sugar, and it was just horrible. It was hard. And I know a lot of people that they keep on saying it is hard to get back on, and they finally give up, or they just keep on buying from the company, and they're just getting off and getting on and getting off and getting on. So it was just very, very hard to do that. And I find Mounjaro to be something that if you have prediabetes or you have diabetes, and even if it's just hard to lose weight for you, because really, I don't want to sound like a victim here, because I never felt like this before until I got prediabetes. But for some people, it's just really hard to lose weight. So if you're overweight or obese and it's really hard to lose weight, but you have been trying, don't feel bad for taking something like Mounjaro or Ozempic or Wegovy. Listen, go ahead and take it. If you've tried things over and over again, go ahead and do it, and don't feel bad about it. I do not feel bad about taking Mounjaro, partly because I have prediabetes, so I have a reason or an excuse. However, for those taking it for just weight loss, if you've tried and you have not succeeded, and it's not because of you, but maybe because of something your body is fighting against, don't feel bad. Keep on going and keep on doing it. So when I look back at my experience with Optavia, I look at some amazing times. I look at some amazing memories, amazing friends that I've made along the way. But I'll tell you what, when you go off and you don't do what your mentors and the people around you want you to do, they kind of cut you off. And I love you guys. If you're watching this, I love you guys still. But that's kind of how it is. If you're not doing what they want you to do, you don't really get to connect with them that much. Yes, they do reach out and they do say hi. But whenever they reach out, I still have in the bottom of my, in the back of my head, that they're not just reaching out because they're my friend or because they love me, but I think that is true as well. but at the same time, they're looking for me to get back on, and maybe for me to get healthy again, but me to get back on because I made a lot of money for them and for myself. So I love you guys. I'm not naming you by name, but I still love you guys. I really do. You were a family. You were what I needed during the pandemic as well. But now when I look at Mounjaro, I look at the 34 pounds I lost in the past 5 weeks. I look at the hope that I have. I look at the energy that I have. I look at the people that are around me, like, you know, on YouTube, like Amy Dene, which you are amazing, okay? And shout out to you for replying and commenting and making my day today. And I look at people like Man on the Mounjaro, and I look at other of you that are on YouTube and on social and sharing your story, and you're really sharing your story from the bottom of your heart, not trying to make money off of someone. You're just encouraging. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to help you along, to support you. So this was Optavia versus Mounjaro Part 2. And I hope that you check out my other videos. Right up over here, you can check out my back and my bicep workout. And over here, you can check out the first part that I did about Optavia and Mounjaro. You are you, and I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. See you next time.